Some anime end perfectly, others leave you hanging for 10 years waiting for a sequel that's never coming. So today we're doing the smart thing, diving into completed anime you can binge from start to finish. No filler, no waiting, pure anime serotonin straight into your veins. These are the shows that end, the ones that respect your time and don't hit you with a season 2 coming soon lie. So with that said, let's dive into the video. Number 6, Summertime Rendering. This anime looks like a chill summer mystery, but quickly turns into a dark, looping nightmare where no one's safe, not even time itself. The story starts with Shinpei, a guy returning to his island hometown after his childhood friend Ushio's death. But something feels off. People are acting weird, shadows are copying humans, and every time he dies, time jumps back to the start. Yep. It's one of those shows. What starts as a peaceful return home slowly unravels into a deadly loop of time travel and shadows taking the place of real people. This anime doesn't waste a single second. Every episode ends with a twist that slaps you in the face and makes you hit next episode without even thinking. Every moment pulls you deeper and it only gets crazier from there. The animation's gorgeous, the mystery keeps stacking, and by the end, your brain's basically doing gymnastics trying to keep up. It's like Re:Zero, but with better pacing and less screaming. If you love smart thrillers that mess with your head, Summertime Rendering is a must-watch. Next is number 5, Mob Psycho 100. It's about an overpowered kid who could accidentally blow up the planet if he sneezes too hard. Meet Mob, a quiet middle schooler just trying to live a normal life while working for Reigen, his overconfident psychic boss, who's basically a pro scammer in a suit. One second you're laughing at Reigen scamming clients with confidence levels over 9,000, and the next you're watching psychic powers explode everywhere like it's no big deal. What makes it even better is how it mixes all that chaos with moments that actually make you care. Mob just wants to understand himself, make friends, and live a normal life, even when his powers could literally end everything. The world around him keeps getting crazier, yet somehow he's still the calmest one in the room. It's super fun to watch. The fights go wild, the comedy's spot on, and the characters keep getting better every episode. It's one of those shows that's easy to enjoy and hard to stop watching. On number 4, Parasyte the Maxim. It starts with aliens falling from the sky, tiny parasites that crawl into people's heads, take over their bodies, and pretend to be human. But one of them screws up. Instead of getting into his brain, it only takes over a boy's right hand. That's how Shinichi ends up sharing his body with a sarcastic, flesh-eating alien named Migi. Now he's stuck living a double life. Half normal teenager, half walking bioweapon. This poor guy's just trying to survive high school while hiding the fact that his hand can talk, shapeshift, and occasionally stab things. Every day is basically a coin flip between doing homework and fighting aliens that wear people like skin suits. Migi, his alien buddy, is the definition of no chill. He'll lecture Shinichi about survival while casually murdering something mid-conversation. But the deeper it goes, the more messed up it gets. Shinichi starts changing, becoming colder, sharper, less human, and you're never quite sure if he's still the good guy. The show does a great job mixing all that horror with moments that hit harder than you'd expect. It's weird and surprisingly cool to watch everything spiral out of control. Number 3, Death Parade. Imagine this, you die, and instead of waking up in heaven or hell, you find yourself in a fancy bar where a bartender tells you to play darts for your soul. That's one hell of a way to find out what happens next. This anime takes the afterlife and turns it into a bar where people play games to decide what happens to them next. Every episode, 2 people who just died show up at the Quindesim, run by a guy named Decim. White hair, no emotions, total poker face. He makes them play games like darts or bowling, but things always get intense, fast. At first it feels like a weird setup, but the more you watch, the more interesting it gets. Each story shows how people act when they're pushed to their limits, and some of the reveals hit way harder than you'd expect. The animation looks great, the setting's super unique, and even the happy opening somehow works for a show this heavy. Death Parade is short, stylish, and worth watching if you like psychological stuff with a cool concept. If you haven't seen it yet, give it a shot. On number 2, another. Picture this. You transfer to a new school, everyone's polite but strangely distant, and there's this one girl sitting alone in the corner that no one seems to notice. Feels off already, right? That's how it begins. Things start out quiet, almost too normal, like everyone's pretending nothing's weird, until people start dying. And not just dying, we're talking freak accidents that come out of nowhere. It's creepy, shocking, and sometimes straight up ridiculous in the best way. As the story goes on, on, you realize the class is cursed. Every year, someone extra appears, and no one knows who it is. But that one mistake is enough to trigger a chain of deaths. Koichi and Mei try to figure out what's going on before everyone's gone for good. It keeps you on edge the whole time, like you just know something bad's about to happen. It's not trying to be all deep or anything, it just wants to freak you out, and honestly, it does a great job at that. Another is short, wild, and packed with the kind of moments that make you yell, "No way that just happened." If you're into spooky mysteries or just want some good old anime horror fun, give it a go. Finally, number 1, Darwin's Game. So your friend sends you a link to a new game. You download it without thinking, and 5 minutes later, you're being hunted by a guy with a knife. Not exactly what you signed up for. Our boy Konami just wanted to play a mobile game, but nope. Turns out it's a deathmatch where players use special powers to literally murder each other for points. It's like someone turned a mobile game into a full-on survival nightmare. Konami starts off completely lost. Just a regular guy who suddenly has to fight for his life. But as he keeps fighting, he levels up hard. He starts making allies, builds a team, and slowly turns into the kind of guy you don't want to mess with. The battles keep switching between smart mind games and full-on mayhem. It never slows down. There's always something blowing up next. You never know who's gonna betray who, or what insane power someone's gonna pull out next. It's intense, fast-paced, and keeps you hooked right till the end. Darwin's Game isn't here to make you think, it's here to make your brain go, "Holy crap, that was awesome." That's the list. Every anime here is done. No waiting, no cliffhangers, just pure binge fuel. If you somehow finish all 6 in one night, congrats. You officially have no chill. Now go touch some grass, or at least pretend to. Comment the anime that made you cry for no reason. Drop a like if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.